Are these real or false? We don't know, but hey, who cares, right? Enjoy the show. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, and that's exactly what we're talking about because you're living a show that you're producing, aren't we? We're all doing that, and this is according to quantum physics. You, the observer, creates the reality. So, according to quantum physics, of course, there's no question about it. It's a proven scientific fact, been there since the time of Einstein. Even he was very puzzled about how these small particles behave when you look at them as particles, and then when you don't look at them, they become waves, waveforms, and so which tells us everything around us is conscious. And how do you bring this into your life? I love the internet because the internet has given us access to knowledge that normally we would not have access to through what we call our education system. And so quantum physics says things come into existence as we observe them, and when we do not, they go out of their particle state and they go into a wave form, or more or less going out of existence. So it's pretty questionable if I'm real myself, and if those of you who are listening to me are real, or as just a figment of my own imagination, or who are watching this video right now, is it real or is it just a figment of your own imagination? But those things are to be pondered at another time. For now, let's just use the whole fact that we know and understand about quantum physics and how things become into reality as you observe them. And this is going back to us, as anything that's around us is built of atoms, molecules, neutrons, protons, electrons, and so on, quarks, and how this could be broken down into much smaller parts, which eventually ends up into a whole lot of nothing. So everything that we are observing right now, everything that we are touching, that we are feeling, that we are using, goes down to a whole heap of nothing. And then you wonder, what's all this work going into developing these complex cameras and computers and smartphones and so on and so forth? Is it all nothing? Is it nothing doing nothing? Or is it something doing something to come up with something? And it's a very interesting thing to ponder as you go into 2025. What is the meaning of your own existence? What is reality itself? And what is all this information that's coming our way? Is it valuable information? Is it information that actually has any value to it? Or is it just a lot of clutter of information that's contradicting itself all the time? But one thing that's for sure is just the fact that you ask these questions from yourself. It kind of solidifies your existence or your purpose of your existence. And that's what I think we all should be thankful of, that we actually have evolved to that level of consciousness where we actually question these things, question our lives. What are we doing? What is this work or so-called thing that I do that is called work? Because that's more or less what we talk about on this channel. Is it adding value to me? Is it adding value to someone else? Or am I just part of a chain, a large process, a large machine that's rambling on meaninglessly, so on and so forth? Is it so? As you start questioning yourself on these things, especially about your value, your worth, your life's purpose, and so on and so forth, it may not always resonate with the work that you're doing. And if you feel that way, it's perfectly alright. A lot of people are feeling this at the moment, and they are seriously questioning the purpose, waking up and getting dressed and getting the kids out and going to a work and coming back. Is it all worth it? Is there any value coming to their own personal life by doing this, or are they just a little cog in a large machine that is obsolete? And these are things, ideas to go in to 2025, to figure out what really inspires you, what really are your desires. How would you love to live life? What would you love to experience? What do you dare not to dream of? And do share with us these thoughts.